Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Martinez and I am a mom of 4. I have 2 girls and 2 boys and they range in age from 14 to 4. A little bit about us. We live in Northeast Ohio. We are originally from St. Louis, but we moved to South Florida in 2019 for my husband's job, and then he was promoted up here back in February. So we've lived all over and we love it. We love an adventure. Our kids love an adventure. But yeah, so this house is new to us. We moved here in February, but we were in an Airbnb until our house was finished being built. And then we were actually able to move in on the last day of March. So we've been here, what now? June, July, August, about 5 months. And I feel like we're getting settled in, but there's still a ton of things that have on my to-do list. I think it doesn't matter. I always have a to-do list, and it doesn't matter how long I've been somewhere, I always have projects that I want to get accomplished. So I am so happy that you're here. I'm so thankful that you clicked on this video, and I really hope that you stick around. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I woke up this morning to 800 subscribers, and I posted my first video 2 weeks ago, so I am just like absolutely blown away at all the lovely people around the world that have subscribed, and it makes me so motivated to keep making videos and to come up with even more like content that you guys want to see. So I definitely want to branch out a little bit from just cleaning, although I could clean all day every day and there would still be messes with a family of 6. That's just the way it is. But I also love to cook. I love to organize. I feel like I've learned a lot of hacks over the years just being a mom, and you know, my own mom has taught me so much. My grandparents have taught me so much. So I just have so much that I would love to share with all of you, and I would love it if you would subscribe. So this is actually the only part of this video that was filmed on this morning. I had gotten up and the girls had cheer camp. This was on a Friday. I was getting ready to take them to cheer camp. They were inside getting ready, and I was like, okay, I have to get these doors cleaned. This has been a project that I've been putting off forever. It's not that big of a deal, but it just always seems like it's going to be so tedious. I mean, it kind of is. But as you can see, I was spraying on the Sprayway foam glass cleaner, which I do love, but I ran out of it. So you'll see here in a second when I go back inside, I ran out of glass cleaner and I needed to take a trip to Costco anyway. So we did that later on that day, and then you can see here, this is the next day. So this is actually on a Saturday. It was yesterday. I'm recording this voiceover on a Sunday. And we had gone to Costco the day before. I would have loved to have done a Costco haul for you guys, but honestly, I'm gonna have to do that when the kids are in school because it's too much. It's too loud. I don't think you want to hear all of the commotion that happens when I walk in the door with 4 kids on a Saturday and my husband, and we're carrying and stuff from Costco. So I have definitely got that in the works for when they start school here in a couple weeks. I pretty much go to Costco every week, so I would love to take you guys along with me and then show you what we always buy. But anyway, I had bought this. You can see here on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, this huge thing of Windex, and it came with the spray bottle of Windex too. You cannot beat the deals of Costco as far as like cleaning products and things like that. So I always buy this when I'm there. Well, I don't always buy it when I'm there. I always buy it there when I am out of glass cleaner. So I got the doors finished. I moved on to the windows, and I apologize in advance for the lighting. I was kind of like bouncing around on this day, and there were times of the day where it was really sunny, and then I'm about to move into the messy kitchen, which is kind of like a butler's pantry, and it's like the lighting in here was so dark. It was starting to become overcast, and it actually rained a little bit. But anyway, this is the last window that I'm going to clean. These they might not look terrible in the video, but they were, I can assure you. You might have seen me using the little glass scraper. The windows were painted black before we moved in, but some of them, like, they never scraped the extra paint off of the window. So I was like, all right, I guess this is my job now. So I did that, and then I had to tilt this one in. Like, it was absolutely filthy, and it really looked bad. Like, when the sun is setting, this side of the house faces west, and so when the sun is going down and that like golden hour sunlight is coming through these windows, they were so streaky, and like they had droplets from rain. It looked absolutely horrible, and it drove me crazy. So got this finished, and then I was going to move on. I'm going to show you in a minute the disaster that was happening in the entire first floor. Like, it was absolutely wrecked. So I'm going to walk around and show you everything. The kids had been playing with these magnetiles. They had gotten out like this huge thing of, well, first off, this is the office over here to the left, and they had been working on some papers in that binder. This living room, I can't even believe I'm showing you this, but this is real life, and sometimes the messes look like this, and it is a little bit overwhelming, but it's okay. We're gonna tackle it. So magnetiles were everywhere. We had some of those like leapfrog type Lego things. Those were all over the place. Pillows were kind of everywhere. They also have one of those tracks that you see here, which they actually had 2 different sets of track out, and they had been playing that all morning. We had the tent out. It was a lot. And if you think that was bad, you haven't even seen the kitchen yet. So this is what a typical Saturday morning kind of looks like. We had just gotten back from Target, so that's why this trash can is sitting there. I'm going to carry that up to the boys' room. I had run into Home Goods, and we went to Dick's Sporting Goods for the 3rd day in a row because it's tax-free weekend here in Ohio, and we also had like a 20% off coupon at Dick's, and we were just like, okay, we have to use this today because the kids all needed back to school clothes. They needed shoes. The girls needed things for cheer. So I had been shopping, and I came home, and yeah, this is what I was dealing with. So I just was like, all right, I don't know where to start, so let's just start. So once I just kind of like threw a dart and decided we're going to start in this messy kitchen because I think it's like it's the smallest, most easy to manage area of the main floor. So I'm like, I'll just start there, and it'll be one thing that's done at least. So yeah, I need to wipe the counters. I need to clean the sink. I needed a vacuum in here. I took the coffee pot and actually like put that in the dishwasher, and just like refilled the soap in here with dish soap, and yeah, just got it all cleaned out. I'm about to clean the drain in here, the sink drain, with some baking soda and vinegar, and then I'm going to do it in the main kitchen as well. All right. I'm sorry I've been so chatty so far. I'm going to be quiet now for a little bit so that you can just listen to the music and clean along with me, or you can just chill out and watch me clean and get some motivation for later on when you're going to tackle your to-do list. So these comforter bags are honestly like the best toy storage ever. We obviously just saved these from whenever we bought a comforter. I'm sure that they won't last forever, but they definitely like hold up just fine. And I love that you can see exactly what's in them. You can just pick them up by the handle, and I mean, obviously they were free, so even better. And this closet where we have some of the toys, definitely on my to-do list of something I would like to organize a little bit better. We'll get to that. And then this is kind of the other place that we have some of the toys on the main floor. Honestly, my kids don't have tons and tons of toys, but they do like to play with like building toys and I don't know, Rubik's cubes. They love those too. So all right, I need to restock the rags. I really don't use paper towels. I mean, occasionally I do, and of course I do if it's something that's really gross. Like, you know, if I'm cutting up chicken or something like that, I just use paper towels to clean that up. And obviously also like when I clean the bathrooms, like the toilets, things like that, I use like a Clorox wipe for that, or a paper towel with some like bleach cleaner. But I do love these towels for like kitchen stuff. So these ones here are just like washcloths that I have got, you know, over the years, like from Target. And this little cleaning caddy I also got at Target in the dollar spot last week, and I am so happy with it because it holds all my cleaning supplies and it's great. Speaking of Target, I also got these little throw blankets. They're definitely a lot smaller than I had imagined. I was really excited because we had gone to Home Goods, and I was telling my oldest daughter that I really wanted like a plaid blanket to put over these chairs to kind of get fall vibes going, although I still need to get out my fall stuff, and I'm definitely going to make that a video. I want to get all of my fall stuff out at once and decorate everything. So anyway, I bought these. They're okay. They were $5, so I'll use them and they're fine, but they're more like the size of like a bath towel. They're pretty small. So I ended up taking those gray pillows off because I felt like you can't even really see them. They go with a couch that's downstairs. If you guys have been here since the first video, you'll probably notice that this is a different couch. It's actually not a new couch. This couch has been around since before we had Graham, so it is 7 years old. And it's fine. It's definitely not, you know, we'll get a new couch eventually, but I feel like this one looked better in the space, and the other one was so much more comfortable. The one that I was cleaning with the steam cleaner in the like all day party prep video. So that one is so comfortable, and it's like modular, so you can make it almost like a big bed, and we have like a projector downstairs in our basement, so we watch movies down there a lot. It's so cozy. Like, it is the most comfortable couch. So I think it was last weekend, or maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, my husband and I moved all the pieces and switched them and put this couch upstairs and put the other couch downstairs, and we've been really happy with it. And then these chairs I actually just recently got. These are from World Market. So the kids were eating in them. There's some crumbs, and I'm going to clean these up with some leather cleaner. They just had like some little marks. Then I'm going to also wipe up the little accent table that's in between the two of them, and just keep going. I will tell you, by the end of this video, I was absolutely exhausted. so close to being finished with the kitchen, which feels so good. But honestly, guys, it stays clean for probably 20 minutes at a time because someone's always hungry or making a snack or just having a little spill. So it's okay. The baking soda and vinegar, I'm going to do this one more time. I was looking under here for one of those little sink plug things because you can put that in there too to kind of like keep the chemical reaction like all in there, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a little bit more effective that way, but I couldn't find it right away, and I was just like, all right, I just have to power through and keep going. So this crock pot, I was actually cooking some steaks. I usually don't cook steaks in the crock pot, but we had bought some steaks and they were kind of like a little bit tough, and I always worry so much about choking, honestly, with all my kids, but especially with, you know, my little one. So I was like, you know, whenever you cook any type of like roast in the crock pot, it becomes so tender, it's just like you can pull it apart with your fork. So I thought I'll just try that, and I honestly really liked it. We ended up having it later on. I'll show you what we had for dinner that night, but I just made broccoli from Costco on the stove, and then obviously on the stove because we don't have a microwave. I don't know if you missed that in another video, but our microwave was ordered a year ago and we still don't have it, but that's okay. We don't use a microwave that much anyway, so it's honestly fine. We just kind of miss like microwave popcorn, but we can live without it. Anyway, so I cooked that and then just some fettuccine Alfredo with, you know, jarred sauce, nothing fancy. All right, so I was wiping down the counters. The kids had made some snow cones because we got some snow cone mix at Home Goods. That they love to do that. And I'm gonna, here in a minute, I'm going to refill the 3 glass bottles that I have here. So I like absolutely love these. I will link these in the description box. I got the bottles. It was actually a set of several more, and I have 3 of them downstairs in my like guest bathroom in the basement, and I have just like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash in them. And then I also got the labels off of Amazon, but I just put, you know, obviously my dish soap, my Dawn dish soap in the dish soap one, and then the multi-purpose, the all-purpose spray one. I really love the Thieves cleaning concentrate from Young Living. I've also bought sort of like an off-brand Thieves off of Amazon, and I liked that a lot too. So I just fill it up with water first and then put in about 2 capfuls of the Thieves cleaner. But I don't sell Young Living, I just buy it, but you can actually buy it now directly through the website. Like you don't even have to have a supplier or anything. So I think that this bottle of cleaning concentrate is like maybe $24, but it lasts forever because you just dilute it so much that it just goes on and on. It smells great and it's, you know, natural. And then I always put like an antibacterial hand soap in here. So I had gotten that one from Costco, and I think it was like a 2 or 3 pack. I probably won't have to buy hand soap again for a long time. So I got that done, and then look, you guys, you saw that counter in the beginning of the video, and now look, it's cleaned off. We've got the candle lit. Everything is refilled. The sink is sparkling. The drain smells good. The dishes the dishwasher's running. I had already unloaded it and then reloaded it and ran it. So now it's time to head upstairs. I'm going to use the carpet cleaner right now because I had walked up there earlier. So it already had dirty water in it because I had cleaned up some melted M&Ms from the basement from, you know, the movie nights. I really need to be better about like not having snacks down there, but gotta live life. All right, so I'm putting Pine Sol in here. I'm sure, I just switch it up. I'm sure that the Hoover website would say only use their cleaner. On the back of Pine Sol, I'm showing you here what's mess I'm cleaning up. Let me interrupt my own self. This is applesauce. If you're seeing and wondering like what is all over, this is in the boys' room. A pouch of applesauce had gotten up there, and I'm pointing out like where you can see these spots that are in their carpet. It kind of looks worse than it is. Also, I apologize for all the extra background sounds here when I'm doing this voiceover. I really want to get this video out for you guys, but the voiceover, it's tough with kids around, and my 7-year-old is hitting baseballs in our basement. We have like a batting cage down there, and my husband coaches him in baseball, so he's hitting 2 buckets of balls. So if you're hearing loud banging, that's what it is. Anyway, so I had to come up here and clean this up. It came out super easily, but again, I want to apologize for the lighting. The sun was setting, and this is also kind of on the west side of the house, so it was super sunny. Here's this paint I was telling you about in the last video. It's the cheapest, like, builder's grade white flat paint, and you can't even really wipe it, but there's so many marks and like spills on the wall and applesauce. So I tried. Honestly, I'm gonna have to paint in there, but it's not at the top of my priority list right now, so it'll get done at some point. So I had a bunch of clothes that I needed to put away and in the boys' room. I also, another thing on my to-do list is to put away these clothes better. So you can see, like, I'm just kind of tossing them. I mean, I know what's in each drawer. Like, that drawer was all pajamas, this is all like undies, that's all shorts at the bottom, and then obviously their hanging clothes goes in the closet. But this stuff it's folded, but it's not folded nicely. Like, you can't see. I had just gotten that little cute Portland sweatshirt from H&M for Foster. So this little hack is something that I did a long time ago, and then I haven't done it for a while. I don't know, I just hadn't thought of it. So my kids love this watermelon toothpaste. I think it's Colgate, but they spill it everywhere because it's so liquidy. And so I've been for years buying like 5 at a time and putting them in hand soap bottles, and this one was super cheap at Target. I actually had just gotten it that day. I got the trash can, the toothbrush holder, and that soap dispenser, and something else, I think like a Q-tip holder, and I think it was $8 or $10. So super cheap because all of their like college dorm stuff is out right now. But anyway, when the kids want to put their toothpaste on their toothbrush and it's coming out of that soap dispenser, it stays so much cleaner. It doesn't just like spill out all over the counter. So highly recommend if you have young children that are learning how to do things independently. That's like one of my best hacks. So yeah, I'm going to get their bed made. This is not like a deep clean, but I did just kind of want to make it look nice, and it was the vibe. I'm not gonna lie. It was so nice to have like vacuum lines, clean carpet. It smelled fresh. The bathroom was still really fresh from a couple days ago when I cleaned their bathroom really well. Bed made, the sun was setting, their lamp was on. It was just like so cozy, and it was so nice later on when they went to bed and like had that nice clean room. right, guys, we are almost finished. The last thing that I was going to do this day before having dinner and just kind of like chilling out for the evening was to mop the floors. While I was running the water, I had to make Graham some Gatorade, and it was powdered Gatorade. He attempted to do it by himself, and we had a pretty major Gatorade powder spill. So we got that handled. I was getting ready to mop anyway, so perfect timing, I guess. And unfortunately, my mop bucket had broken. I don't know. I mean, I mop a lot, and I've had it for a couple years now, so I guess it's just time to invest in a new one. But the part where you like pump your foot on this pedal and it makes it's an O-Cedar spin mop, so the part that spins on the inside to sort of like wring out the water, it was not spinning. It would let me like pump my foot on it, but it wasn't actually spinning enough to wring the water out. So it looks like I'm just slopping so much water all over the floor, and I kind of was, but I'm gonna just power through and get this done because it really needed to happen, especially after the Gatorade spill. So I'm gonna start talking to you about something that I was making other than the steak and the fettuccine and stuff that we were gonna have for dinner. But all day long I had been making chicken bone broth on the stove, and this is something that I think everyone can totally add to their like cooking repertoire. This is so easy. You really cannot mess it up, and it is so good for you. So bone broth it's just kind of like making chicken broth or chicken stock. I think it just becomes bone broth when you cook it longer. I think technically you're supposed to cook it like 48 hours, but I cook it as long as I possibly can. I don't let my gas stove stay on overnight, so sometimes I'll like transfer it to the crock pot, or just start it really, really early and then turn it off really late. But anyway, I had gotten a rotisserie chicken at Costco. You can get them from anywhere, any grocery store, Walmart, Whole Foods, Publix, anywhere would have a rotisserie chicken. So it's already cooked, super easy. I take off the meat. We really don't like dark meat, or at least I don't. So I just take off the breast meat, and then I put the rest of it into a big stock pot. I fill it with water. I put in like a lemon that I quarter. I put in an onion that I also quarter. I don't even peel it. I just put it in there with the skins and everything, because the skin of the onion also adds like more nutrients. We have been growing some herbs, fresh herbs. So I put some sage in there, and I put a couple basil leaves in there. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. It was delicious. And then for dinner, we had the steak and the Alfredo and the broccoli. So you'll see that in a second. I'm about to pour myself a glass of wine. That was like so well deserved, and I had worked my butt off all day long, so I was ready to just like sit down with my family, have some dinner, and watch a movie. Guys, I love you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much for clicking on this video. I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe. I hate to ask you to do that, but I am so close to 1,000 subscribers, and that has been a huge goal of mine. So, oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine if we made it there. I love you all. I will see you soon.